you've interviewed Ed Sheeran and Tom Cruise. Like,
I did not believe it. People can just choose to not show up.
So you were dating on the streams, like
So he was live one time. I was like, this guy kind of cute looking. I was like, okay. I do not recommend working with your partner. Like, it's not worth working together if it is going to hurt our marriage. But he'd be like,
ooh.
I said it. That was the clip for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is easily Singapore's most recognizable streamer, a Twitch powerhouse who beams her pastel pink, big-hearted energy to hundreds of thousands across the world. She's raised tens and thousands for charity and even pulled off subathons that went longer than a normal person's work week. She's a gamer, singer, host, mentor, and one of Southeast Asia's fastest growing creators. Please welcome and give it up for the one and only unstoppable, some of you know her as Denise Supercatkei. Welcome to the show.
That was a solid one take.
Thank you. I've been watching The New Heights with the Kelsey brothers.
Dude, this is the rare time that he does a one take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm out of breath.
Wow.
I'm out of breath.
Yay!
But welcome to the show. It's
Hi.
I think you've shared this maybe multiple times already, both on your channel and others. But I think for the benefit of those who maybe aren't familiar, how did you get into streaming? How did it all start? Back to the origins.
I was dating this guy. And he and back then I was still working in on my startup in New York.
Yep.
And in that startup I run a career development program.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I decided to ask my boyfriend at that time this question: what do you want to do? You know? And he looks at me dead in the eye and he goes, I want to be a Twitch streamer. And I was like, cool. What's that? Like, no idea. This was way before Twitch was like a prominent thing in Singapore at all. And so being the supportive girlfriend, I'm like, if you want to become a Twitch streamer, you should try. Just go for it. So he tries and he streams for a year, but I didn't know anything about it. I just played the video games with him. And when he would stream, I would like sit beside him and be like, that's a good kill. That's a good one. You know, just kind of like be a cheerleader.
Yeah.
In the startups that I ran, I did a lot of like community building. So I kind of saw a bit of synergy with live streaming and community building, right? You're like trying to get people to watch your streams and to build that online community. But essentially, when COVID hit, I decided to come back to Singapore and I had this bulk of free time. I wouldn't be able to travel to his house to play video games anymore because of the lockdown. So he was like, why not you get a PC? You could try streaming too. And he sits me down for like an hour and a half at dinner.
Wow.
And we're like, you could try. It doesn't need to become anything. Just have fun with it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try Twitch streaming. Because I had nothing to do. And I left my first startup. And then within the first week, I had maybe 5 times his viewership.
Oh. Hey guys, so just a quick shout out before we return to the episode. If you're looking for new experiences or brand new offerings from local brands that you love, this one's for you.
So Sprout at AMK is officially launching on 20th and 21st September from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's a mini Heartland shopping zone where homegrown brands and SMEs are asked to create something different, something you may not be able to find anywhere else. For example, what I saw is a shop that sells first aid kit, but for your pets.
Insane. So it's all about supporting new and innovative Heartland businesses, and you can check out 16 brand new stores across F&B, services and retail. It's a great time to makan, browse and maybe even get inspired to start something of your own.
Also, the place looks great. And it's not just shopping. There'll be fun activities for both adults and kids to explore, so it's the perfect family day out on a nice weekend or even on a solo trip to find your next go-to makan spot or hidden gem.
That's right. So once again, mark the dates, 20th and 21st September. But if you can't make it, don't worry, the stores are there to stay.
So especially if you live nearby or are in the area or simply want to go and see what the future of Heartland retail look like, swing by anytime to experience Sprout at AMK and see what they have to offer and even get inspired to start your own Heartland hustle. So for updates or even sneak peeks, right, check them out on Instagram at sprout.amk.
Sprout AMK is a new initiative led by Enterprise Singapore and the Housing Development Board with support from the Heartland Enterprise Centre Singapore and the grassroots community to help incubate new and actually innovative Heartland businesses.
Now, back to the episode.
What I love about streaming is that every little bit of my hobbies since I was young kind of all worked together to become live streaming. So like when I was in Polytechnic, I was in Radio Heatwave and that kind of taught me a little bit about like speaking, and then I used to like sing a little bit, dance a little bit. I have a diploma in film. So that really helped me to understand like the production side of like streaming. Not that it really helped, to be honest, because I just loved building community so much. I just ended up continuing with it. And it just literally became and exploded into this big thing that I couldn't comprehend, and suddenly I was asked to like mentor streamers and work with brands to like live stream, like Rezt to like live stream at their new store. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, and then it's been 5 years.
You've met global names like Ed Sheeran and Tom Cruise. Like, what was it like getting the email or the text to say, hey, do you wanna meet these guys?
Unbelievable! Like the very first one that I did was Ed, right? And I remember when I got that message, I did not believe it. Like genuinely,
scam.
I was like, I didn't believe it even on the day itself, because people can just choose to not show up, right? Like they're like, yeah, we want to do this content. Hey, Ed wants to rest before his show.
Yeah.
And then doesn't show up. I don't want to get my hopes up. And Ed was actually late for 2 hours. So I thought within those 2 hours, like he was gonna no show. But when he was right in front of me, I was like, oh shit, I have to talk. Like I have to do something. I'm like, hi. And that completely changed like the trajectory of like my career, I think.
What's it like though from like streaming with maybe yourself or like a couple of friends at home, where you have this safety of like, the walls that you're familiar with, to now interviewing someone who's like a global superstar?
Yeah, no, I think it's so crazy because one of the reasons, and they told me why they chose me, was because they said, oh, you're a live streamer, so you can talk on the spot. I'm like, what in the heck? Like, that was the reason you chose me? Like, that's all. Don't think about that for other streamers, because actually streamers are very introverted. Like, that's why we stream, because we don't like to go out. So I thought that was so funny. But live streaming really taught me to like be comfortable with who I am and like to embrace like my imperfections, because I really wanted to be a YouTuber. I tried making vlogs and they would never get posted because I would be so hard up about the editing phase that nothing would ever go out, because it wasn't perfect. I didn't get that shot. I didn't get that cutaway of me walking, like all that sort of stuff, right? So with live streaming, it's completely different because everything's happening on the spot. You have no choice but to accept that you are burping right now over here, and everyone just has to take it. Because of that, like that has really helped me with how I interview like other celebrities, how I do everything basically. Like I've become a much more relaxed person because I started live streaming. Like you don't have to take life so seriously,
The way you are telling your story, right, is
It's so optimized.
it's so engaging. Were you always like this?
No.
From like
No, I mean, were you always like this?
I'm still. I don't think there's a difference. I'm not anywhere yet.
Like, no, you're doing great.
Not like, were you always engaging? Were you always not boring to listen to?
Oh no, I think I'm a very boring person.
So yeah, 5 times you mocked your ex with.
At the very beginning.
They will clip this part out, and then be like, see, that's why they broke up.
So we clip it first. Shifting gears slightly, Tim, right?
Yes.
I think you mentioned before, like on a stream last year, that it was about a magic trick. If you
Yeah.
could elaborate a little bit about how you guys met.
Back when I first started streaming, I used to follow streamers back. On one of the streams, Tim followed me.
He shot his shot.
Well, he just followed. I mean, don't give people the wrong idea, right? But
It was just a number to you, like, follow for follow type situation.
Wow, building
She saw
community.
She saw his follower count and you're like, okay, fine.
So he was live one time. When I went onto his stream, he had like one viewer. And after talking to him about it, he basically said that one viewer was his other phone. So he had no viewers. So I went in and I said, hi, like, how you doing? And he's like, what are you doing here? Like, what's up? And so he shows me a magic trick. And what he doesn't know is that I used to learn magic too.
Oh.
So I know the basic stuff.
No. We had a magician on the show also.
Oh,
No, we love magic.
Good save, babe.
you saw his shit. So he did a magic trick, which I thought was okay. Like, it was like mediocre because it's hard to do magic trick in front of cameras. And I basically said, okay, I have to go start my own stream. I do this thing where I lurk. Lurking is basically where you leave you still leave the stream on, but like you're doing other things. So you're not active in the chat.
Okay.
What was interesting was that he continued speaking on stream as if there were people watching him when we had very clearly established that there was no one.
Right.
So, and I was like, this guy's got potential.
Okay.
I was like, he's very good, because it's very easy for you to be like, oh, I've got no one watching, I'm not going to talk.
Yeah.
Basically, after the stream ends, you have this option of doing something called raiding, R-A-I-D. you can raid another streamer. And basically what that means is, let's say you've got 50 viewers now and you're ending your stream. Yeah, 50 viewers, really good.
Sick.
Yeah.
And then you end your live stream, but you're like, okay, chat, I gotta go. Let's raid Raja's stream. So your
bring all
Like
your
I'm
viewers.
sending them.
yeah,
Okay,
you're
got
sending
it.
them over. So it's a really communal thing. I'm like, you know what? We should go and raid Tim. And Tim had like 1 viewer. And I said, at that time I had like 120 viewers. So I sent my viewers over to him. And then he was like, wow, this is crazy. And then, and only after, at that stream, I was like, this guy kind of cute looking. I was like, okay, like, you know, whatever. He DMs me on Instagram. He's like, hey, thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. By the way, you want to go learn magic together?
Now you should shot.
No way.
But
We never learned the magic trick. By the way. And if Tim was here, he would say, that was the only magic trick I needed. I was really careful about kind of like bringing Tim onto streams. Told Tim when we felt like we were interested in one another, I told him like, hey, I'm a live streamer. Like, I tell people I love them. And like, I speak to guys online. Not one-on-one, but like this is the type of work that I do. I don't do anything crazy, right? But like there are some people who are not comfortable with that type of interaction already. So I just wanted to be really upfront. A lot of people were trying to push me to be to promote myself as a single woman on streams because that naturally sounds more attractive and lucrative. But I didn't want to do that. I'm just not the kind of person to like. I don't want to be that person that like hides about my relationship and then suddenly comes out saying I'm married and have 5 kids. You know what I mean? So
Wait, sorry, how do you hide 5 kids if you're live streaming? Like the pregnancy, I'm like, 5 kids to me was like, I was like, how? Wait.
Okay, wait till you glow and then
maybe you have no face cam.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were dating on the streams. Like your dates would be, let's stream.
Kind of. So the first time Tim asked me on a date was during Valentine's Day. He made a slideshow presentation. And his title was, why should Chat and Supercatkei go out with me? And he had like 5 reasons and he shared about it. He played like funny videos. And at the end of that presentation, Chat was like, you have to go out with him.
This guy is so good.
Do you know how hard it is to get like random strangers to like root for like a random dude? After that, that's kind of what started the whole streaming the dates because we streamed that first date and then afterwards it was like a really good excuse for us to do fun things. Kills 2 birds with 1 stone. We love optimizing, and at the end of it, after the stream ends, we still get that time together. So it just became a thing, but we definitely have dates off stream.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Sure, we have to.
Of course. Right? So it's not like we don't do it all the time, but it just kind of became this blend. I would say we don't have like a magic formula.
But does it get confusing like privately, you know, like how you guys are like privately?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had like a couple of conversations, especially like playing games. Like there was a period of time where like he would be like really like aggressive in the game, but he's just being a character, right?
Yeah.
And then after stream, I'd be like, that was very scary. Like, can you not shout at me in the game? You know, stuff like that. So there are times where like we would have to like adjust. Now even where Tim's just kind of like, I don't want to be on stream today.
Okay.
So like, don't ask me to come on stream. Like, yep, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
totally fine. We've had to talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
But I think that's very normal.
Yeah.
It's just like in a normal like relationship.
And also, so you guys also are now working together.
Yeah, we are.
How did that come about?
He got sent to US to work. We were doing long distance for a little bit, but I decided to go over for a period of time. So that was a kind of like big move for me. I think he was there for like about 8 months. They asked him to continue to stay for 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah, and Tim and I were very family people. We love our families. We love being close to them. So that was kind of, he didn't really know if he wanted to do that. And at the same time, he was already kind of like, I don't know if this is what I want to do, like with life. Like all of his life, I think he thought like he wanted to climb the corporate ladder and like get to a certain level. But I think at a certain point, he was like, is this all that there is to life? Is there more? So as usual, putting on my career development hat, I was like, what do you want to do? What do you want to explore? We can do so many things. You know, we can do whatever you want. And I was like, you can quit your job, work with me. And with that timeline kind of like shrinking, he was kind of like, yeah, let's just try it. So that was a big deal for him because Tim's worked corporate all his life. I've never worked corporate a day in my life. So like to me, like quitting a job is like, wee, right?
yeah.
So he did it, and then we moved back to Singapore. Miraculously, it's been 2 years. I do not recommend working with your partner.
Ooh.
I said it. That was the clip for you. That was the clip.
Spicy story time.
Let's go. Why?
I don't recommend it. It's just not for everyone. The amount of arguments that Tim and I had, especially at the start, and the intensity of those arguments were really, really crazy. There's a lot of different like dynamic shifts. I don't remember most of the arguments anymore. That's like my defense mechanism because it's not important to remember them. But there were several times where we were like, we don't have to continue working together. Like it's not worth working together if it is going to hurt our marriage.
Yeah.
So I'm very willing to just cut that off. But he'd be like, no, I want to work in the company. We'll make it work. I'll be like, okay, let's do something about it, you know? And then we figured it out. I think the first 7 months were the hardest months. Yeah. But now it's like, great.
Yeah, now it's
it's
great. It's been 2
awesome.
Yeah, but
Right?
this is very relationship,
it is.
communication, partner type thing also,
Yeah,
right?
and
Just-
I can see that he was in consulting, that's for sure.
Yeah, because sometimes you feel like sometimes we're talking about something and I feel like I'm giving a response maybe like as a co-worker, right? Like about but maybe underlyingly there is like slight intent of like a nasty remark coming from wife. You know, like these things happen. You just have to like have a certain level of resilience to want to speak about it.
Yeah,
Because when you marry someone and if you just stay as husband and wife, sometimes you never have to see how they work.
Yeah.
You never see that side of them. Like,
So true.
Right? But we chose to do that. So if we're choosing to do this, then we have to commit.
Now that you guys are married, and I'm assuming there's hopes to build a family, how public do you think you would make the family life?
Sorry, mom and dad. I've actually never really thought about having like a family. Like I really want a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dog will be everywhere.
Another content pillar.
Yeah, exactly. Make the dog influencer. I made Tim an influencer. I think, you know.
Yeah,
dog
magic
would
trick
be-
with dogs. Oh my god.
Instead of poof, is woof.
You're really good, you know. You should totally.
No, but I need a hype, guys.
That was all intentional.
The reaction all fake.
Oh my god.
Stand up now, wet table. Okay.
Yes. It's all intuitive. I don't know. I feel like that's a really big thing, right? Like there's like a whole camp of people where they're like, never post pictures of your babies because they don't consent to like having their photos on the internet. And then there's the other half that's like, you can't control it, everything's like blah, blah, blah. So I don't know the answers. I have no idea. Similarly, like how I genuinely didn't know whether like how much of like our relationship would be public. I think we would just continue to take that same approach.
So you did your first stream. It turned out that it was 5 times higher than your ex-boyfriend. But like, at what point did you realize? Was there a milestone where you went, "Oh, okay, I can really do this"? Like,
Yeah. So on Twitch, they have different statuses. You start as nothing, unfortunately. And then you can go up to be affiliate. So affiliate's the first thing. Generally, I think if you just try, you can get it. You know,
Okay.
that's affiliate. The next step is like quite a big jump. It's called partner. It's something that everyone tries to work towards as an indication of like whether you can do this full time.
Okay.
This is based on the number of like followers.
Not followers per se, but like viewership, and like how many hours you stream, like and how often you stream.
Wow,
So
okay.
it's kind of like Twitch's way of like, okay, if you're serious about it, then we'll give you partner.
Okay.
So the main metric that's really difficult to hit is the concurrent average viewership, which is I think over the course of like 25 days or something. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a Twitch ad.
Because we do social media, right? Like we do Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube. But I've never really ventured or tried to understand like live streaming. It's a completely different world to me. Like the
It is.
numbers
Yeah.
don't make sense also.
Yeah.
You want to ask for Twitch Prime? Now's the time.
Subscribe if you're Twitch Prime. Okay, so anyway.
Nobody know what to click at this point.
There's nothing on YouTube that says there's no what is Twitch
One
Prime.
thing that's actually quite crazy is that if you happen to be like a Prime member, so like Prime Video or like
Yes.
Amazon Prime or whatnot,
okay,
right?
okay.
You actually have a subscription that you can actually give to a streamer.
Basically, with Twitch, the main way that you can that we can earn money as streamers is through subscriptions. Sorry.
Okay.
So basically, one sub is like $5. So if you are a partner, for example, 70% of the $5 will go to you.
Huge.
And 30% will go to the platform.
Right. So subscriptions is the monthly subscription.
Yes. So you can subscribe monthly. There's 3 tiers. So like the first tier is $5. Second tier is like, I think they made it $9. And third tier is like $15 or something like that. And then you have 2 other forms. One is called Bits. BITS. I'm going deep.
You're really like,
So the biddies.
explaining to a boomer. It's so funny.
So Bits is basically Twitch currency. For example, 1 USD is 100 bits.
Okay.
They basically gamified it.
Yeah, so that you can
it's
spend it on the platform.
Yes,
Got
on the
it.
platform. So Twitch bits.
Got it.
What was the first thing again?
Prime.
Prime is a
Subscription.
How many tiers are there? How many tiers are there in the subs?
3.
Beautiful.
You're doing
Okay,
good.
now we move to
Should
the
I
next
go
one.
and teach us? No.
And the last way, which is probably the easiest way, is through donations. So people can just directly donate to you. Singaporeans like to put like their PayLah, like QR code in the bio, but typically people use like PayPal or that sort of stuff.
Right.
So
So that means people cannot watch your content unless they are subscribed.
no, so our content is all free
Then why would I subscribe?
because you like me.
Yeah, because you're supporting a
It's-
content creator
yeah,
that you
because,
like.
yeah. Essentially, it's just like to
Interesting.
support as subscribers. Like the base perk that you get are like cute emotes that are like designed just for the stream.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
yeah, so like you can design them, like like this pose you're doing, we can like crop it, and that can be like an emote.
So cute.
J-Pop.
Okay, you're losing me.
or like what people love is like when they subscribe for like the 24th month and then the name pops up and then everyone can see it's like a bragging right thing.
TLDR is like Twitch is a very like interactive platform.
Yeah.
So a lot of the rewards are actually just like addressing the viewers.
Yeah.
And,
Interesting.
Like, and all the perks are
behavior
around
sounds
that.
so
Yeah.
different from the other platforms.
It continues in the same vein of us YouTube creators trying to learn more about Twitch. You've done like a super a series of this, so that there was a 33-hour subathon and then a 50-hour like non-stop stream.
Yeah.
Like how does that happen? Why do you do it? And like what's the work that goes behind it?
I don't know why I do it. It's horrible. It's very bad for your health. Don't do it. But it's basically part of live streaming culture. We have this thing called subathons. And essentially, the more you subscribe, the more you gift subscriptions to the channel, the longer the stream goes on for.
Oh.
So it's an incentive for the viewers, right? So
Okay.
for example, one subscription is 1 minute. So if you give 10 subscriptions, the stream goes on for 10 more minutes. If you give 100 subscriptions, it goes on for 100 more minutes.
Okay.
And people love that rush of adrenaline. Like, hey, the stream is ending in 5 minutes. Someone gives like 1,000 subs. Okay, the stream keeps going.
But you on the other end, like
Are
nervous
suffering?
lah.
It's like a marathon. I'm a lot milder, really. Like 50 hours is like nothing to like the streamers in like everywhere else. Like my numbers are rookie, honestly, but I am a human being. So I am like, no, I think that's the max. So yeah, the most we did was, I think it was 48 hours. I don't think we hit 50, thank the Lord. But yeah, it was non-stop. What makes our streams special was that we never had a sleeping segment.
Okay,
So it's
yeah.
really common for these long subathons to have a moment where you need to sleep, right? Because the streamer needs to sleep. So then they just put the camera there and then they're like sleeping. But I don't like that.
I've seen that though.
Yeah.
And it's a
Yeah.
challenge, right? They will
Trying to
People
wake
can
the
wake them
streamer
up,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every sub is like a
But I can't. I think that's a bit too much. Like, I think that kind of invades like my space. Like, what if I scratch my bum or something?
Are you an ugly sleeper? Is that it?
I snore.
Oh, okay.
I found out that I snore.
Wait, recently
On stream?
Yeah, because I
Did Tim
moved.
complain?
Because I moved in right with my husband,
yeah.
and then he's like, "Hey, I love you, but you snore." I'm like, oh, so we've been trying different mouth tapes. Sorry, we're completely digressing at this point. But yeah, so anyway, I snore.
Supercatkei snores, you heard it here first.
honestly, now people will pay
For
to hear
legit.
you snore.
That's crazy.
I'm
No,
just
no,
sleeping. 2026
okay.
subathon.
I pass. No, but yeah, so instead of sleeping on the streams, I will go and sleep, and then like my team members will take over.
No, yeah, like during the election live stream that we did, so 6 days of live streaming.
Wow.
But the streams were only
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Honestly, nothing compared to.
We were so exhausted.
That
my
was
God.
already killer for
Talking
us.
non-stop
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like 2.5 hours. It was just
That's fun.
There are people who help her on stream.
Oh yes.
Okay, here you go. Your turn to explain the next year.
Yeah.
I know as a
Oh,
moderator.
you know
Yeah.
mods. Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
he's been around the
They
forum
are-
age, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hardware zone.
Yeah.
Similar.
Okay. Do you know the moderators in real life?
Yes, I do. I've met them. I bring them for meals.
But they were
Yeah.
essentially just viewers at first lah.
Yeah.
What do you look for? Like, do they volunteer or do you like kind of reach out?
I have like an application form that I put out there, and I basically be like, okay, what are you doing now? Like, where are you from? Like, are you able to commit the hours? Things like that. Like, essentially, just get to know them a little bit more as well. They are also like representatives of the community.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I want them to be nice people, basically. So back when I started the very early stages, like I had one mod that was like apparently like doing weird things, like sending girls messages in the Discord and stuff.
Oh,
It happens all the time.
yo.
Our community also got some weird people. The Telegram, then you get complaints
and
on
we
that.
had to like ban and
Actually, I feel like this is just part of this industry.
He's so like what's the word? Like
Nonchalant.
yeah.
No, but that's like a community member. This is like the moderator.
Yeah, this was my moderator. Imagine your moderator is
He's
the
basically
one that
rapping.
Also united this fella already. Then later on,
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
find out that
yeah.
this
They
guy
have sword
behind the scenes
badges.
dirty.
Quite literally, they have a sword badge.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Yeah. So the lighting and energy really.
no, as in from being a moderator.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
You won't be a moderator.
I'm sure some of these viewers here, they also maybe want to dabble in this after hearing your story, right? What would be like maybe 3 pieces of like key advice that you would give?
He's really asking for himself.
He is a one is to be consistent within something that's sustainable to you. So for example, if you have a full-time job, you work 5 days a week and your only free time is like Friday nights, stream every Friday night.
Okay.
Like at a time that works for you, but don't give up on that time. That means don't do it for like 2 weeks and then like not do it for the rest of the month, especially if you're just starting out. Second is how you engage with the people that come in. Again, people want to be like, I want to have like thousands of viewers immediately, right? But then you don't even respond to like that one viewer that's in your stream that says hi to you. Even if they're a bot, right? Just practice, you know what I mean? Just like say hi back, ask them how's their day, whatever. Learn to cultivate that with streaming before really growing that community. I think that's second most important thing. Third thing is that focus on 2 to 3 categories. For example, just chatting is a category of content. So me yapping like this is a style of content that attracts a very specific crowd of viewers. When I do music, the audience shifts drastically. And when I do Valorant, the audience shifts again. So my advice is to stick within 2 to 3 categories when you start out. So that again, people know what you're putting out there.
Denise releasing a song.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Next month.
A song. So fun.
Yay.
That's insane.
Tell
Yeah.
JP about the song because he doesn't know anything about it. Yeah.
Okay. I do these like charity streams, right, every year. During these charity streams, in order to encourage people to like donate more money for the cause, we'll set like milestones for them to hit. So like, oh, if we get like $500, like I'll give away something, you know. I wrote this song, it's called Safe, and I sang it to them because we hit the milestone. We hit like 5,000. So I was like, okay, I'll sing it for them. And they loved the song a lot. I, on the other hand, wasn't too sure because it's just like something that I wrote, you know, I'm not sure how it is, but they really liked it. And I've been singing this song on stream for the last 4 years. And every single time they've been asking me, when are you going to put this out? And I had never thought to do it at all until I had a bit of that opportunity to do it this year. So I was like, okay, I mean, now feels like a good time to like try something out. So we just produced it. And it's gonna come out really soon. Yeah, it's called Safe because it's a song about like anxiety and panic attacks.
Right.
I wrote it while having a panic attack.
But are you like looking forward to like perform the song live after it's out?
Is it gonna it's a launch
Yeah.
party or something?
It's only one song, so like it'd be quite funny if I do a listening party.
Yeah,
for,
you
like,
should.
one-
Still can, yeah.
You should do
one
an
song.
album launch party with one song on the album.
Oh my gosh, would
Yeah,
you
the
guys? Would you
only
guys come?
Yeah.
Duh. Like, are we there?
No, I thought it would be a live thing, a live stream. So when you come there, like how to? I thought it was a live stream. Then the only song you can request is that song.
That and Blue.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Safe and Blue are the only 2 songs Denise will play.
That's
Play safe.
We are looking forward to the single launch party. If it does happen, we will definitely be there.
Yay.
And on that note, thank you so much for joining us on
Oh my
today's
gosh.
episode. It was a little bit chaotic, and I think that's the way we love it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
I genuinely don't swear. Oh my gosh, can I tell you guys something? So like,
Can we make you swear? No.
no.
We'll just censor randomly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've done that before. I have a button, you know, like those audio mixers. I have a button, and it just goes beep. So like, I wanted to turn off my reverb, right, on because I sing on stream. I wanted to turn off the reverb, but I accidentally pressed the beep button, and my chat flipped out. They were like, "Oh my gosh, Supercat swore." So I just went like, "Hi everyone, I'm beep 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 beep." I just kept like using it, so it's a real thing.
Wait till you see what we do with this.
Oh my god.
The whole video is just going to be...
Denise, what did you just say? Perfect.
Yeah, the perfect reaction.
Yeah.
No, but like I've tried swearing. I mean, everyone has, right?
Try
Try
swearing.
swearing.
Well, I don't
Like,
understand.
okay, okay.
I just swear. What do you mean?
When I was 15.
Okay. So, you know, in school, everybody like swears and stuff, right? So, like, I've never shared this story. Holy crap! So, I really wanted to like be rebellious.
Okay.
I like untucked my school uniform. They like the girls. They used to like use rubber bands to like tie it and stuff. I don't know. I really genuinely don't know. I like had Twitter that time. I don't have it anymore, so don't even bother trying to find me. But like, I typed like a vulgarity on Twitter. I was like, damn, this is effing like something. I don't remember what I typed. I typed it, I posted it, and I immediately felt guilty.
This is so wholesome, by the way.
Yeah, and then I was like, wow, maybe this is really not something that I need to use in my vocabulary. And then I genuinely don't swear.
I have the completely opposite art of hers.
You just started swearing.
But you tried to be nice as well.
In primary school, right, I running around the canteen, right, like, wow, everything flying out, right. Then my friend's mom happened to be there,
Yeah.
just grabbed me and like, do you understand the meaning of the words you're saying? Oh my god! No. Then don't say. Then from that point on, I was like, oh, okay. Then I never learned my lesson, obviously. Then way later, when I was starting to do content, right, then I was quite vulgar.
Yeah.
Then it took me a long time for me to figure out, like, actually why? I don't sound smarter by being vulgar, you know? Yeah, and I have to be selective so that when I actually use it, it really punctuates.
Has an impact.
Yeah.
Yes.
The lesson you learned from his friend's mother was when you learn the meaning, then you continue using it, right?
Of course lah.
Yeah,
At least now you know.
Yeah.
That's important. Yeah.